Welcome to weaponseducation.com. We're going to the range. The theme of this video is to go from the smallest caliber, I picked all the famous calibers, 380, 9mm, 40 caliber, 45, and then a 10mm. And we're going to focus on the recoil in particular of the different calibers to educate you and to help you make a decision as to which caliber is best for you, especially if you're first-time gun owners. So I decided, we're about to go to the range. What I decided to do is, my wife is here, say hello.
Hi everybody.
I decided to bring my wife and film her shooting because I think, I'm almost like 6'5", I'm a big guy, so you won't really see too much of a difference in the recoil in someone like me. But I thought in a small frame female that it would give you a better perspective of the recoil. And she also wants to tell you something else because it dawned on me, like, what, I never mentioned my wife's name. Well, you tell everybody what your name is.
I guess we never mentioned it, did we? My name is Tammy.
Tammy, okay. Tom and Tammy. TNT. We've been together a long time. We're a really strong couple and strong family. And what we decided to do with this video is to go to the range, Tammy and I, and we're about to go. And we're going to shoot. Let's look at the firearms we're about to shoot. And honey, please discuss. You shot these in the past, and please zoom in real close and let's talk about each one. And let me know when you're in frame. This is a beautiful Sig Sauer P238, very 1911-ish. And she keeps this firearm, we have two of these, she keeps this firearm in her purse, and she'll discuss it. Now we're about to go to the range. Are you in frame there?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you carry this, where do you carry this?
That's the gun that I would use to conceal, so that's in my purse or where, on me if I take it with me.
Small, lightweight, and we're about to go to the range and see what you think of the recoil on the 380. And in case you don't know, we'll do separate videos on cartridges and ballistics. The 380 is basically just a shorter 9mm. Okay, so let's look at the 9mm that she's about to go fire. I just grabbed the Glock 19. Because a lot of you love the Glocks. We got 3 Glocks in the bunch here that she's about to go shoot. The 9mm, what do you think about the 9mm? It's a little bit bigger than the 380, right?
Yeah, I mean it's not too big. It's not bad. That's a great gun.
Yeah, you've shot it a lot.
Yeah, quite a few times. So.
Let's go see how you do at the range with the Glock 19. Very reliable, and it holds a lot of rounds. When it comes to the conclusion of this video, we have to talk recoil, and we also have to talk about the amount of rounds that these firearms hold, I think. But we're going to really focus on recoil. The next one she's going to shoot, we're going to move it up to a 40, and this is a Glock 27. This is a nice one with night sights. The Glock 40 is what a lot of law enforcement agencies use. You've shot this. It's been about a month since you've been to the range, honey. What do you think of the 40 caliber? A little bit bigger than the 9. Does it intimidate you? What do you?
No, not at all. I mean, they're almost like the same size. It seems like.
Yeah, this is what I want to hear.
Identical. Yeah, I mean, not at all. I mean, it's more powerful, maybe a little bit stronger, but to me, they're almost the same, those two.
The 9mm
yeah,
or the 40?
I like that one. That's fine.
You like that?
I mean, I probably wouldn't carry that every day, but I could.
You could?
I could.
All right.
Yeah, I could. Probably no bigger, not any larger, I should say, but
right.
For every day.
So the 40 in your mind before you go shooting today of all the different calibers. You've never done this. We've never been to the range and just shot from smallest to largest and
No,
compared
we haven't done that.
We'll see how it goes. Then you're about to go shoot this beautiful E-class Smith & Wesson 1911, and this is a 45 ACP. You're not too intimidated by the size of this. I mean, you've shot with me a lot, and not a lot, but maybe 10, 12 times in the last 2 years. Yeah, this is the first time you're shooting this one. But what do you think of the 45 ACP as a female?
I mean, that's a bigger gun. I mean, I probably wouldn't carry that one.
Okay, all right, that's what I want to hear. And the 1911s do not have the firepower that the Glocks do and some of the other types of SIGs that carry much more rounds, 12, 13, 14 rounds. But the 1911 trigger is something that we can't ignore. But this is all about recoil. Okay, this is the 45 ACP she's about to go shoot, and then yes, You know me, I love the 10 millimeter, my favorite round. This is a big gun. This is a Glock 20C, and it's got the compensator. You see that real nice on top to help reduce recoil. But I got a feeling when you shoot this, and you've shot 10 millimeters in the past, particularly you shoot the Colt Delta Elite 1911. And I know last time we went to the range, you shot that 10 millimeter and did fairly well. I got a feeling you're going to find this trigger to be a little bit different. It's a big gun. The 10 millimeter, what's your impression just before we go to the range?
You know, that adds variety to all the small ones. I mean, I would love to shoot that one too.
Yeah, as far as concealment though, I think that's kind
It's
of
a
a
little,
big package.
yeah, that's a big one.
That's a big package.
It's a little bit, yeah.
That's a big firearm. All right, honey, let's take a look up one more time, and before we go to the range and show you the footage that we're about to go do, think in your mind, what is the best caliber for you? What do you like? Please give me your input. At the end, I'll tell you what I like to be my favorite. Okay? Let's go to the range. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Concentrate. Pretty good shot. She shot that 380 pretty darn good. Now we're going to go up to a 9 millimeter. Okay, she's got the Glock 19 now, 9 millimeter. Let's focus on the recoil. Okay, good job. Wow, good shot. You zoom in on that. That's the top right. It's the 9 millimeter Glock 19. Top left, 6 Sauer P238 380. And now let's jump up to the 40 caliber and look at the recoil in our hands and see how she does with that. Okay, she's got a Glock 27 40 caliber. Let's take a look at the recoil. She's shooting at the bottom left right now. Okay. Woohoo, that's a lot bigger. She hit one bullseye. She's got a couple of times. That was good. Wow, she's shooting good. Getting the hang of it. I don't think the recoil is a big issue with the 40 so far. Alright, she's empty. Let's take a look at the target. Good job. She was shooting at the bottom left. And back to the table and discuss all the different recoils. Let's go up to a 45 caliber now. I got a sweet Smith & Wesson E-Class she'll shoot next. Okay, she's got the Smith & Wesson E-Class 1911 45 ACP. Let's look at the recoil. She's shooting at the bottom right. Okay. Not bad. Yeah, she got that one right in there. Flames coming out of the 45. zoom in. It's a good shot. That was the bottom right, 45 ACP. So left was the 380. Top right was the 9mm. Bottom 40. Bottom right was the 45. And she's going to shoot a 10mm now. Cool stuff. I'll switch out targets and load up our TC. Okay, she's got the Glock 20C 10mm. She's shooting for the top left. Oh. This is all recoil here. She's off with this firearm. There she goes. She hit it. Big gun for 125. Whew. The grass came flying back. Whew. There she goes, just getting closer. Alright, she's empty. Now we'll talk about the recoil on this. It's like she had a little bit more of a difficult time with this one, but we'll talk about it. That's a big bang. She had a couple more close ones down the top left. But she had one nice group there, as you can see. She did get a good group. And I think that bad guy would be blown apart. Okay, let's go home and talk about the difference in recoils on all the different calibers. All right, we just got back from the range. That was kind of interesting. I think we learned a lot. We went from we started with the P238 380. Honey, what did you think of this firearm? You shot it real well.
Yeah, that one was great. I mean, I shot that one actually quite often, and it was small. Recoil was not bad at all. I feel it was pretty good. I was comfortable.
And the trigger, this is like a 1911. You don't know all that much about the different guns, but the trigger on this, I think, after we just came back from the range, I think you like the 1911 type trigger, which everyone does. The Glocks are great triggers also, but what'd you think of the trigger on this?
I thought it was great, the whole gun
The whole
overall.
package.
Yeah,
The whole
this one
package.
compared to the other ones, I mean, it's small and it shoots pretty good quickly.
Yeah. Take a real close look at it, get it in frame. And then we'll look at the other firearms, and I'd like your input as to what you thought about each one at the range. So not much recoil on this. This is all about recoil.
No, not at all.
Not at all. Okay, now we're going up to a 9mm, a larger 380. And what'd you think of the Glock 19? Was it intimidating to you? Was the kick a lot? What do you think of the recoil?
Kick was a little bit more, but it still wasn't bad. I mean, I felt the difference, but it wasn't anything to. I think as you move up, your hand just gets tired from shooting.
Yeah, I noticed that. You get fatigued, right?
Right, my hand does. So I think that sometimes interferes.
Yeah, to do that much shooting, whatever, 10, 15 rounds per gun in 10 minutes, like we did it, 15
right,
minutes.
And whatever else we did,
You started
sure.
to get fatigued, especially by the time we got to the 10mm. Plus we did some other shooting, that's right. Okay, now we're going to the 40 caliber, the Glock 27. What do you think of the 40 for yourself? This one I'm not going to speak for you, but it didn't seem like it affected you
No,
more
it wasn't that
than the
much different,
9mm.
no. I mean, the kick is definitely a little bit more. There's no doubt about that. And, I tend to squeeze, it seems like, with each recoil, so my hand was getting tired. But that one's still a small gun, so, I mean, I could conceal that, and I was comfortable with it.
Yeah, I'll give you my answer at the end as to which caliber I think is best for you after today. This was a good test. Okay, and then the 45 ACP, big bang, right?
Yep, that one was more. The recoil is definitely a little bit more. It's a big gun. It's a beautiful gun. I mean, I liked shooting it. I probably wouldn't carry this one per se because it's a little larger.
I would as a bigger guy. So this is more for females and recoil, or just if you're a smaller human being, male, doesn't matter. If this is we're talking about recoil. How'd you like the trigger on this? This is pretty nice, huh?
It shot fantastic. I mean, both did. My hand, as I said, it's getting even more tired from
Yeah,
from the recoil
And-
on the guns, because it was so quickly we were shooting all of them.
going up and up and up in caliber, and as quickly as we went through the takes, I can see you getting fatigued. That's common. That's common. It's pretty interesting. All right, we're gonna do a separate video on this firearm here because I shot this more often today, and I'll put that out next week. All right, and then this big boy here, this Glock 20C, 10 millimeter, kind of what I expected. This one, you will fatigue by the end, and it's really got not a lot of recoil, but you got a nice thing you got in frame there. What do you think of it?
You know, it did have recoil, obviously, and this was the biggest one. I probably should have started with this first.
All right, that's good
And
input.
maybe I wouldn't have been so tired, because I think my hand was, the gun's heavy also, to keep holding it,
And it's
in
got
my
a light
opinion.
laser on the front. And all
Right,
that.
it was heavier than the rest, but no, I mean, I don't think I had a big problem. I just think my hand was tired, and it was to keep holding it so steady and to aim as what we were doing.
But as far as the recoil, I still don't think it's intimidating.
No,
is
it's
it?
not bad. No, not at all. No.
I think the compensator on this helped, right?
If that, I mean, I haven't shot it without it, so
Yeah, okay. Well, you shoot the
I
Glock
wouldn't know.
29 next.
Okay,
But I'll
so
tell
we
you
could have compared it.
the fact that you didn't shoot this as accurately as all the others, I think, was because you were fatigued,
That's why I think, yes, I do.
not because of the recoil.
No, I don't think because of the recoil.
Hey, next time we do this, that's a great idea.
Let's
I think
try
we'll
backwards.
We'll do backwards. Yeah, we'll do it from bigger to smaller,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll also warm up a little bit too, because you have to be warmed up to just go in there and start shooting. You're not going to be as accurate as you normally are. 45 minutes into it, we just started going on film right away. But to sum it up, I'll tell you what I think is best for you, or for the average gun owner as far as recoil. I think the 40, just my opinion, I think the 40 is just the best all-around caliber. It's widely used by law enforcement, easily obtainable to get the ammunition. Recoil's a non-issue, and take a look back up. Okay, now we know my wife's name is Tammy. Tom and Tammy here checking out. What caliber is your favorite? I always like to put the question out there. We try to give you our take on it. Let me know what yours is. What's your favorite caliber? We'll do more about ballistics in the future. We'll talk more in depth. Well, I also have to clean all these guns, so that'll be some separate videos too. Thank you for your support. Please tell a friend. Take care.